Yeah, this is a webinar format, so you can ask all your questions. So you can type in your questions in Q&A, and probably at end of the session, we will try to answer it. But I think we'll also try to push it as much as possible in between the slides. So it's not really a really long informative session, but rather a very short crisp one. So probably maximum of 30 minutes. So feel free to ask a question, anything that pops up. We will try to answer as much as possible. So for those who are first time here, my name is Arun. So I live here in Germany for last 14 years, really. And we do these webinars once in a while on different topics to whenever we have time, and also like whenever interesting thing comes up. So today we want to talk about unemployment insurance because it's of interest to many people, like to understand how to do a proper financial planning. And also right now there are a lot of job loss situations, so people wanted to understand if they can secure their loans and other liabilities using something additional on top of their government unemployment insurance. So for that, I have with me today Mr. Livinton Susander. So he handles insurances for us from our team. So he will be explaining you some of the key points from insurance perspective, the conditions of contract, the cost, and everything. So you will also receive a copy of whatever we see here, so you don't have to make notes. Don't worry. And Livy, can you give a small intro and then shall we start?
Of course, yeah, definitely. My name is Livinton. I'm working with Almutu together, I guess, more than 5 years
Six years.
together. 6 years, yeah, 6 years. And I'm working for the company Arak. And then we also thought to make a session about it because we get every week at least one or two people lost the job
Mhm.
nowadays. And then we thought, okay, let's make a one season so that we can also explain how to handle in this case and what
Mhm.
kind of support we can do for you if you get a cancellation from the company. Yeah.
Perfect. So before I start, I'll be launching two polls. So feel free to answer. You're not going to record like whether you have a loan or not, but just to understand your purpose. So I launched the first one. So just mark it. So just let us know, like, do you already have a loan and the purpose of the session is to secure that loan, or is it just for understanding financially? So answer no when you're doing for financial planning. Answer yes if you're doing for a loan. So then we can address the crowd which falls into the majority, and also address these minor issues which comes with the minority part. Okay, that's nice. So I think almost everybody answered. So yeah, I will just, yeah. Anyone else wants to answer? Okay. Yeah, that's nice. Almost. Except one or two, I think everybody answered. That's really nice of you. Thank you. So I will launch the results. So I think everybody can also see. It just shows yes or no. So as you can see, I think maximum of you here have taken a loan, like almost 7 people out of 10, and 3 of you maybe looking into future loans and taking for that. So whatever the purpose is, thank you for the results. Yeah. So Livy, let's start now. So the agenda, what we'll have is what is legal insurance, because this private unemployment insurance is a part of legal insurance. We will not go in deep and explain you all the conditions, but have to give you an overview. What are the components and with which component this unemployment insurance come to picture? So that Livy will explain. And
Of
why is
course.
it needed? I will show you examples on the difference between unemployment benefit from the government and your netto with examples. Maybe we can take one example from the participants and what it covers and whom and how, for example, at the end, Livinton can help you in this process. Yeah. If you
Okay.
already have an insurance with a different company, doesn't matter. Still, you can take this. And we have had clients who did this also. So we'll also show you that. Yeah. So
Great.
maybe please explain what is legal protection, what it cost, and then come to this. Yeah.
Okay. Legal protection have four sections. First one is private issues. Second one is house owner issue. Third one is job related issue, and then we have the fourth one that is a car issue. It means if you get, for example, issue with tax officers in the private, or you buy something or sell something and you get trouble, then it's a private section.
Mm-hmm.
And house own issue means if the landlord is not giving you the deposit back, or you have any trouble with your neighbor. For example,
Mm-hmm.
they say, hey, your kids are too loud and they make lots of complaint. Yeah, that is
Mm-hmm.
covered in the house owner issues.
Mm-hmm.
And the job issues is one topic when the customer get cancellation,
Mm-hmm.
or they not get a fair settlement. yeah, and you say,
Okay.
hey, the settlement is not enough for me, or it's not fair, I want to fight for my settlement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? And the last one is camera bill, or you make a car accident and you
Mm-hmm.
want to support your rights, then you can use it. No?
Okay. Okay.
And the legal insurance cover three costs. First
Mm-hmm.
cost is lawyer cost, second cost is court cost, and also if you need a mediation, we will also pay the mediator.
Okay.
Yeah.
For those who are hearing the word mediation first time, I'll just give a small intro. So, mediation means out of court settlement done legally. Either a lawyer or a legally recognized person is a mediator. This is also done in order to make things faster compared to going to a court. This is also covered by a legal protection insurance. Yeah, for those who are hearing the first time. So, Livy, which of these insurances or which of these modules is connected with the unemployment insurance?
Uh, we have to take the private legal insurance every time with it's mandatory, and
Mhm.
then we can top it with the unemployment insurance.
Okay. Do you need job related or we don't
We
need
can
that?
take it also out if someone say I don't need it, or it's not used for me because it didn't happen.
Mhm.
I have this eagle meter, let's say, then you can
Yeah.
also take it out. You
Okay.
if free of you wish, yeah? You can take it out, or you
Mhm.
can say, hey, I want to keep it. Then we can also make a good price altogether. No?
Okay. So if you're already having, let's say, some kind of company, work unions council, work union, or you have another company, still we can give you only the unemployment insurance to
Yeah.
for your financial needs and not the other ones. Yeah, it's also possible. But I see on the names here, there are already customers who are with us. So if you guys want to take, I mean, guys and girls who wants to take, then you will not have to pay double, but rather only for the unemployment insurance part. Just
Of
want to
course.
make it clear. Yeah. So now I'll go on to, yeah, of course, lawyer recommendation. We can also recommend you lawyers if you're going with the legal protection insurance through us. That's also possible from our next link. So
I want to also tell something
yeah,
about
please,
the
please.
lower stuff
Yeah,
now. Let's say we have nowadays lots of troubles.
yeah,
We have one website,
mhm,
Arak Anwaltssuche. Yeah.
yeah,
If you go on the website and you search a lawyer, they are cooperated, also cooperation lawyer with us. It
yeah.
means they know how to claim the bill.
Okay.
Let's say if you go sometimes to a free lawyer, for example,
Mhm,
to anyone,
mhm.
then we have sometimes trouble. They don't know how to handle with the insurance. Yeah?
Okay.
I tell the customers if you want to take the suggestion from us, we have network of lawyers in every city now. This
Mhm,
link maybe we can share later. This
mhm.
Arak
Yeah,
Anwaltssuche, and
yeah.
then you definitely will find a lawyer who speak also English and who
Mhm.
also can support you in big trouble.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Thank you. So don't be panicked by the number 10. So I think this is the slides prepared for complete legal insurance. Since we are talking only about job and unemployment, I'm showing only those slides so that to keep the time in mind. So that is why, but you will get all the information regarding this. So next, we are coming directly to what is unemployment protection or unemployment insurance. So I will just give the small intro, Levi, so it's because it's common,
Of course.
not company specific. So this is not your, there are one thing which you get from the government, which is called as Arbeitlos Versicherung, what you pay from your salary. So that the government pays. Yeah. So this is not part of that. We are not explaining that. So this is again, I'm repeating, this is a private unemployment protection where you can fix how much money you want to receive when you are a jobless situation. This will be addition to that, and you will get it for the as per the conditions of the company. So the conditions we will see in the next. Yeah. So next also what I wanted to show you is like the necessity and importance to understand how much of unemployment benefit we get from the government. Yeah. So some of you might already seen my previous video. Some of you would have already know this, but for those who are seeing new, so I've taken two examples for today. So maybe for Livy also first time he's watching, just tell him. So we take a normal salary, a gross of 5,000 euros. In a big city like Munich or Frankfurt, 5,000 is a very common and normal salary. Yeah. So, and a person is married with one kid, tax class three. So, tax class three is kind of the low tax class. That means the amount of salary you get is higher. So, the amount of unemployment benefit you get is also higher. So, I'm not taking the worst case and want to panic. I'm taking the best case where you get more on hand. So 5,000 euros, what you can expect with a child as a married person, tax class three is 3,525. So I'm just telling it very detailed. If it is slow or fast, put in question A, I will know how to proceed, but this is how it is. So there is an official link through which you can calculate how much unemployment benefit you can get. So I just made a screenshot of it for it, you see. So I have given the value as 5,000 euros as gross, like before taxes salary. Third tax class, one child or you have a child, then the amount of benefit what you get from the government is 2349. So if your salary was 3525, you will be getting 2349. So this is the difference in or drop in netto. So almost 1,000 or 1,300 euro or 1,200 euros for to be exact, you are getting less in case of an unemployment situation. So let's imagine you have a personal loan or a home loan or other monthly liabilities you have. How do you manage it? So this helps you to understand how much of a gap you will have in case of a job loss and plan. So this is usually 60 or 67% unemployment benefit what you get from the government. Yeah. But this is not always the case if you're a very high earner. Yeah. So high earner, what I mean here is, let's say a person is here for 10 years, very experienced, highly professional, and or in big cities like Munich also or Frankfurt, they get really high salaries because the life expense is also high. Yeah. So I took one example like that where a person is married and they are tax class 3 and 8,000 euros brutto salary. Yeah. And they're also having all these other things. So your netto salary will be 5,430, and your but what you get from the government is around 3,263 euros in terms of unemployment benefit. So you can see the difference. 5,430 and 3,263 is almost 2,000 euros gap. Yeah. So if a situation comes where you have to pay for mortgages and then you're getting suddenly 40%, I mean, here I'm showing actually a scenario where it's 40% drop in netto, a 40% drop. How do you manage it? So normally we try to then dissolve all our savings, but instead of doing that, we can use an unemployment insurance. This is the purpose, and this is what we want to also understand. So I will now put another poll to show you or ask you, have you done this before or not? Like to see how much like unemployment benefit you get. So this also gives us an idea if the picture what I'm showing you is adding value to you or not, so that I can plan in the next ones. Yeah. So please feel free to poll. It's not going to show like who's going to vote what, but do you know how much you get in case of a job loss already or no? Yes or no? Perfect. Sorry, Levi, to keep you waiting. So I
No
just
issues,
wanted
no
to give
issues.
you this intro. So next we can go directly to the thing. Yeah. So everybody answered, I think few more, but that's fine. Uh, okay. Do you know how much? Yeah. So I will share the results. I'll end the poll. So give me a second. So I'm happy to see that there are a couple of people who know already how much of unemployment benefit they get. It's good. And there are a few people who have probably seen this and got benefited. I'm happy also for that. So please, I'll share the link later. We can definitely look into and then understand how much it is. Yeah. So I'll just stop staring. There is one question, probably I will also answer that. In case of a blue card, how many months will you get Arbeitslosgeld? So there are multiple Arbeitslosgeld or government benefit. One is ALG1, ALG2, or Bürgergeld. So ALG1 is usually for 12 months of time. Yeah, so that is the answer for that. So, all right. So now, Livy, sorry to keep you waiting. Now you
No
can
issues, no issues.
unemployment insurance conditions. So how this
Okay,
insurance works and all these
uh,
points one by one.
yes,
You're free, short, please.
fine. We have exactly 6 months waiting times. Let's say if you start your insurance on 1st of January, then you have to wait 6 months,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can take the insurance help.
Mm-hmm.
We will pay 21 months, use cash to your account.
Mm-hmm.
Still you are unemployment. No? It means
Okay.
every time if the job center is paying you the cash on your account, this proof you have to show us, and
Mm-hmm.
on the proof we will send you the money every time from our side.
Okay. Okay. So one question, Livy. So what is this paper from Job Center they have to submit for
Of
you?
course, by the last customers we do something. He get one Leistungsbezug from the job center. It calls,
Okay.
and there's mentioned, for example, he gets the cash for 3 months, for example.
Mm-hmm.
No? Then this Leistungsbezug we need, and based on that we will pay him every month the money out. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Also important is for customers to know when he choose between 100 and 1,000 euros, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
on that he don't have to pay taxes because it's the insurance amount. It's
Okay.
like by a car accident, for example, if you get 5,000 euros, you don't
Mm-hmm.
have to pay it. It's a Schaden of the insurance
Okay.
amount.
Okay. Okay. So on the benefit of, let's say, if they're getting 1,000 euros, they don't have to pay any taxes on it or any other contributions on it, correct?
Yes, yes, right, right.
Okay. Yeah.
And
So,
also important is, for example, we will ask the customers 6 to 10 questions,
mm-hmm,
yeah? And based on the company name and also based on the position in the company, we
mm-hmm.
will accept the deal with the customers.
Okay.
In some cases, we say no because the company was already insolvent or
Okay.
they had already a trouble. Yeah?
Okay. Okay.
And also, that is true, it should not be more than the netto amount. Because
Okay.
important is when you make a calculation, it can be not more than your net amount. Because if it's
Mm-hmm.
more than net amount, then let's say you get rich with the insurance, then we get a
Yeah.
trouble.
Okay. So I'll just add one thing, if it's okay, Livy, just to explain that one point. So if you are somebody, for example, who's receiving 3,525 and the government benefit is, let's say, 2,349, the unemployment insurance what you add cannot cross the value of your previous netto. So that's the example I wanted to add. Yeah, please, continue.
Of course, no. Then fire to operational reason also profit size should not be more than netto. Yeah, fine. And you have to be registered as a
Mm-hmm.
unemployed. After that, you get the cash from us now.
Mm-hmm.
And otherwise, it's simple. In case of a cancellation, you just send us a job center picture and then we will take care.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. So I have one question on the chat. I will ask you, and then I want to ask one thing repeating here. So if somebody takes the insurance now and loses job next month, can the person still receive unemployment benefit after 6 months?
No,
No.
because it happened exactly in the 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in short words, it means if the incident has happened during the waiting period, they cannot get the benefit of the unemployment insurance. Correct?
Yes. Badly, no. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So, Yukesh, I think you want to ask something. Please write in the Q&A so that we can read it and then understand the point. So, thank you. So, one question here, Livy, probably like I have joined a job already, yeah, and I have
Mhm.
taken this insurance. Let's say after 1 year or 2 years, I'm going to change my job for any reason. Then
Okay.
in that probation time, I am being fired. So this is the point number five. Point number five.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I'm being terminated or cancelled, in
Yeah.
so in this case, how it works?
Okay. Let's say in this scenario, it is so. It happened to one of my. I have just to remember. It
Mhm.
is so. If the company cancel you
Yeah.
because of the probation,
Hmm.
then you don't get the cash from Arak.
Okay. Okay.
But if the company is cancel you because of they have no project for you, the project
Okay.
is off, or the
Mhm.
company cannot keep you anymore, yeah, because it's too high, the
Mhm.
salary, then we will pay.
Okay, okay. So in simple words, like let's say if this is due to operational reasons termination in probation side in the new company, you will be paid. But if it is something due to a personal reason, performance reason during the probation time, or a personal behavioral reason, then they don't pay. Yeah. So this
Yes.
is a very important question. Someone was asking me almost last one full week. I found the answer after going to 200 pages of document. So if anybody needs, I can also share it, but this is how it is. Yeah. So it's
Yes.
very important point to understand. One more point which I didn't mention here, probably I'll also add here is they have said when you change a job, it is important you inform the company, insurance company also about this. Yeah, this is also one point I saw.
Of
Okay.
course.
Yeah.
Also,
So
I do
please.
every time. Let's say from the practices, so we do every time 1 year contracts, not
Yeah.
3 years or 5 years. We do 1 year contract, and
Mm-hmm.
if you just had the issue or you want to change the company, just mail us, and then
Mm-hmm.
we will check with Arak directly if we can cover your risk still or
Mm-hmm.
not.
Okay.
Then you don't pay unnecessary, no? Let's
Okay.
say.
Perfect. Thank you, Libby. So now a couple of questions from the chat. So one question is the waiting period or the waiting time for unemployment benefit is always 6 months or can it be also 3 months?
Uh, Badly not. It can be only 6 months. No? Only for the legal position employment, we can make 3 months, but the 6 months is fixed.
Okay, okay. I think that is a company condition. We cannot change that. Okay, euro, then how much will I get? Okay, I think Mr. Yugesh, the price part comes to the last. So definitely I will we'll be sharing the slides next. You can see the price for 100, 200, 300, how much you have to pay monthly. So please do wait. Um, One more question. Let me see if I understood the question correctly. So how much is the minimum contract duration we need to pay the premium before canceling it? So what is the contract period, Levi? Is it 1 year, 2 year? What's the
It
contract?
is 1 year is a contract period. No?
Okay.
Important is also if the customer say, hey, I don't want the insurance because it's not my company, so safety, then he
Okay.
have to send exactly 3 months before the ending date a cancellation, or at least 1 month. If he don't was busy, then at least 4 weeks before the cancel date, a
Mhm.
cancellation, so that the insurance company can cancel the contract. No?
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So there is a lock-in period of the contract, and you can have to give a letter when you want to cancel it. Understood. Yeah. So one question, yeah, how much does the insurance cost? Again, that's coming in the next slide. So kindly wait. So one question, Livy, fired after taking 1 month after taking insurance. Unemployment benefits, yes, we do not get. But in case I was given only 1 month leave, garden leave, like leave instead of 3 months. Yeah. Can I use lawyer benefits? I mean, who can fight to get 3 months garden leave? I think this is related to legal insurance. So can
Mm.
a person not getting the 3 months Kundiyung's time, instead they get one, can they use a lawyer to fight for it?
Okay, this question we have lots of times also in the practice. It is so
Yeah.
badly.
Yeah.
If it happened in the 3 months, anything, even if the manager write you email, ne,
Mm-hmm.
then you cannot wait 3 months and then you cannot come on the 5th month and say I want to claim. It's not possible. The insurance company will check reverse when the cancellation was spoken to you out. No? On the
Okay.
day, when it was written or spoken to you. On the day, if it fixed, then it happened in the waiting times. And if it
Okay.
something happened in the waiting time, we cannot cover it also after, let's say, after 6 months. It is not possible.
Okay.
But
Okay.
for customers who get a cancellation, because also in the practice, so sometimes the customer takes the insurance and after 2 3 weeks they write us in WhatsApp,
Yeah.
hey, I get a cancellation.
Mm-hmm.
For that we have an option, Reshut's premium with
Mm-hmm.
1,000 euros.
Mm-hmm.
This 1,000 euros you can use for the lawyer, no?
Mm-hmm.
Out of court. The 1,000 euros you can use for the lawyer, and then we also help lots of people with that. This is
Okay.
1,000 euros.
Okay. So
Huh?
that is a package where you can use 1,000 euros during the first 3 months of waiting period in case someone loses a job. I hope that answers the question.
Yeah.
Thanks. So I see questions, but let me go on to the other slides so that people who are waiting for the other information can also understand. So I will explain this part. So it's a generic information. So advantage of taking this compared to taking the same with the bank. So usually for people who have already taken here personal loans or other loans knows that insurances from banks come always in packets. So it's either life or life plus job disability or life plus job disability plus job loss. So if you want to only take job loss, usually you don't have that option with most of the providers. So that is why. But because of you want to take a job loss, you have to take for life and job disability, the amount of premium whatever you pay will be much higher. So instead of that, when you want to take and secure your loan, taking a separate job loss insurance will be cheaper option for you. So this is also an advantage what you can think about when going for an insurance with a bank. This is also one I want to point out, which I also tell when people try to ask this for personal loans. Yeah. So another question, Levi. So I am taking this unemployment insurance and I don't use it at all. Yeah. And let's say after 3 or 4 years, will my monthly premium will be reduced, or do I get something other benefit?
No, badly not, because it's so we give the customers, if they come with you, we give them already 20, depends on the city,
Mm-hmm.
10% more about. I mean 20 to 30% the customers get. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
It will be so, if it will be definitely cheaper than the website in Check 24, yeah,
Ah,
because we are direct agents from Arak and we give the personal rabatt. Yeah?
mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
after 3 years, also after 4 years, the price will be same. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
only in legal and home package there we
Yeah.
have it. After some years, the price going down, but
Oh,
by the if you take alone the legal insurance employment, it's fixed.
okay. So unemployment insurance price doesn't drop because you're not using it. Okay, that's fine to know. So now for the part many have been waiting. So coming straight away to that. the prices. So this price, whatever what I have calculated is like a legal insurance for a single person, like job related legal plus unemployment insurance. So I will explain this because I made this. So Livy will also add it up for the later part. So it is like the benefit, what you see on the screen left is like 100 euros for 21 months, 200 for 21 months, 300, 400, up to 1000. So on the right side, the premium is the monthly payment what you have to make in case if you want to get this money. So if you pay 18 euros, then you can get 100 euros for 21 months in case of a job loss. And if you're paying 69 euros per month, then you will be getting 1000 euros in case of a job loss. Like I said, this is legal plus unemployment, job plus unemployment benefit. If you are somebody who's already having a legal insurance with Livy or Arak, then the price will be cheaper because that will be subtracted. Also, if you are somebody who already have a legal insurance with some other provider, then also these prices will change. So this is a really a representative image, but this is the range most likely what you will get. But if you're a completely fresh person who's watching this the first time, then you can get for this price itself. Yeah, just to give you an idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, let's say, we do it also for customers. Only a tip, for example, let's say if you are the only guy who earn at the home and you say it's expensive, then you also can, let's say, take a single one, for example, instead of family, and then you will save definitely money if you don't, wife is not going to work, and
Mhm,
then you can secure anyways your salary,
mhm.
plus you save some money. It's
Yeah.
only a tip.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you, thank you. Yeah, there are few questions, Livy. So I will just ask the ones which was. I mean, I will not repeat the questions already asked. So don't
Okay.
want to repeat. So if you have missed it, please do see in the recording. So how long the insurance pays? I think we already told 21 months. The other question is how many times? Like let's say in 1 year I lose job 2 times, or in 2 years I lose. Like, let's say I lose job this year and next year also I lose job and I am out of my job for 3 months or 4 months at a stretch. So can I still get the benefit now and after 6 months or 7 months again if I lose a job, can I get the benefits?
Yes, no, of course.
Okay.
It is so. It's not a matter how often you lost, but it is so if you lost also after 6 months or 7 months, in the 1 year also, if you lost often, it's not a problem. We will pay it.
Okay.
If you just keep the waiting times after it, everything is fine. No?
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Thank
But let's say in the in not now, but in Corona time also, lots of people start a job and get fired. Start a job, then
you. Yeah.
of course, if the customers make more than 3 times, then the insurance company will cancel them. They
Okay.
have too much risk, no,
I
for them.
understand. I understand.
No?
Okay. But normal cases is not the thing.
Yeah,
So
normal case not a problem.
perfect. So I want to add one thing. Actually, I missed it. It's a very important point. So all these payments, what you make for the insurance company, this is a job detectable expense. Yeah. So you can show this expense in your tax return. So if you're
Yes.
paying 69 euros and you are somebody on a 40% tax slab, you will get 40% back out of your tax returns. So this you can show in your tax returns. Yeah. Anything to do with job is tax deductible, and this is a job protection insurance. So whatever you pay is also you can claim. Many of some of you may not know this information, so just for you to know. Yeah, how much is the cost if you already have legal insurance? I think for this question, like I answered, please contact individually. We need to know like if you are our customer or not as a company, and how much amount you want to take, and based on that, I can give you an answer, but not on a chat. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, if I'm already, there's another question, Levi. So if
Yeah.
I'm already terminated from company today, then I will be in garden leave for next 6 months. Am I
Yeah.
eligible? Uh, then, okay. If yes, then from when will I get unemployment insurance benefit? So if
No,
somebody is already terminated, then will they be covered?
no, badly not. Because it is so, as the termination already happened, no?
Yeah,
In the 6 months waiting times,
yeah.
and if you buy it, it's not useful for you.
Mhm.
Maybe
Okay.
for the next job, but not
Yeah,
now.
yeah. So you cannot cover something already happened using an insurance, so that's not possible. So kindly refrain from trying it and lose money from out of it. So one question what I want to ask here is, so when I'm taking a loan, okay, maybe I can answer this because it deals with personal loans. So suppose if we take this, when I am taking a new credit from a bank, can I ask my bank that I already have an insurance with Arak and I don't want to take additional insurance which the bank is giving with new contract? Okay. So technically, the bank cannot force you to buy any insurance. Yeah, even without taking an insurance with Arag, you can deny saying that I don't want the insurance. Yeah, so first things first. But if you have to have a job loss and you have a job loss with Arag, you can show them I have protected my EMIs. I can cover it up. I don't need it. Most likely they will accept. So I don't see a reason for them, but nobody can force you to buy an insurance from bank side, to my knowledge. So it's not possible. Yeah.
It's not possible. That's true. Yeah.
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 So I think another months are calculated from first day. Yes, the time is calculated from the starting date of your contract. So that is something what you need to understand. Okay, another question, Levi. So maybe this you can answer because I have not come across this. If I lose my job after 6 months of premium paid and not living in Germany anymore, will the insurance pay?
No, because if you are not living in Germany anymore, then you also not get Arbeitslosen cash. Ne?
Yeah.
Then technically it's not possible.
Yeah, so this is what he's saying. So you have to be registered as unemployed with the government and they give you a paper. If you do not have the paper, then you cannot do this. Yeah. So that's fine. So I think regarding to the claiming process now, because I think some of you are waiting for the other parts. So how to handle this when this happens, Libby? Can you explain the claiming process? Do you support how it's arranged?
Of course, we have now, let's say, this year, also, lots of people lost the job, ne? And we have Armut and me, when we see the chat, we have 2 or 3 people who contact us and they need the help. Ne? I can understand we have two options. They can contact us, me and Arumutu,
Yeah.
or they can go directly to the lawyer on your city. And then the lawyer will do the settlement for you with the company, or they can also write to Arak a message. They can do a service for you. That is the Versicherungsrecht, yeah. Because I also check this case with Arak. They say, okay, fine. You can go to the lawyer. Also, this Arak link we can share you later. Then you give your PIN code. You call them and you go directly to this place for face to face, and then you can also finalize. Ne?
Okay.
Because it is so sometimes we have no claims a week about cancellation. Sometimes we get lots of people they lost the job. They send us message Aufhebungsverträge. Ne? Then maybe it can be too much. But I tell you have two options: go directly to the lawyer. Then the lawyer will contact me, and I will write him the Schaden number, the claim number to finalize it, or contacted us. There's two options.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. So I think that explains its first contact. We will share you links when you're a customer to find lawyers. And if you need more things, you can directly contact Livy, and we have customer support people. And if anything in generic, you can also write to me. So I think one question repeats. So I know like we have spoken about it, but just once more I'll repeat, but kindly refrain from asking twice the same questions to confirm from the same person. So during job loss, anyways, I get Arbeitslosgeld. Yeah. So does this insurance affect the Arbeitlos, for example, that I get from the government? Will they have any objections?
No, if it's still lesser than this netto amount,
Yeah.
you have no trouble. You can Google it on the Arbeitslosenversicherung. You don't have to pay taxes and social Abgabe. Also no health insurance or something amount on that. It is completely free. It's like if you have a car accident or something, destroy something, somebody destroy your things, ne? And if you get the 5,000 euros as a claim, then this 5,000 euros is for you. You don't have to pay tax on that.
Okay. So
only the thing is, if you make, let's say, 100 euros more, for example, then they will cut it out from you. Arbeitslosengeld 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the thing is, this is a insurance benefit what you get. So it is not affecting or will reduce, to be exact, your unemployment benefit that you get from government. This is something you take extra because that is not sufficient. And the reason it exists is because it is not sufficient. So you can definitely do that. So one question, Livy, why is this insurance connected with the document of job center? Why is it not?
Yeah, it is. It's a company rule. Ne? Let's say the company rule, because they are telling only if you pay all the insurance to the government, then you get the Arbeitslosen 1. Ne? And then you also can get job center help from us, also from the government. Ne? And also, let's say for freelancer, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say we have the option. Some if you are freelancer or you going to freelancing, then
Mm-hmm.
it's only a tip. You can write to the job center. I want to pay freiwillig, also
Mm-hmm.
how we can
Voluntary.
freiwillig
Yeah.
voluntary. I want to pay the job center cash. Then you pay something about 80 euros per
Mm-hmm.
month, and then you can also combi that was the insurance company was Arak. That means if you get
Mm-hmm.
if the project is offered, for example, as a freelance, then you also get the support. Yeah,
Okay.
that
Okay.
option you also have.
Okay, perfect. So basically, to sum it up, like the Agent for Arbeit is someone who is doing all this work of like, and they are like the body who's responsible for it. So that is why it's connected with them, and we need the proof that you're unemployed and getting the benefit. So taking their words for guarantee, the insurance providers paid, and they don't
Yes.
verify if you are in job loss or anything. So maybe we can add like that also. So one question, Livy. So right now I'm unemployed. Yeah, and I am getting this benefit from the insurance company. Do I still need to pay this 35 euros, 41 or 35 euros per month or 41 euros per month for my unemployment insurance? Or will this payment be stopped?
Yes, we have the option.
Mhm.
If you have it, then you are now not the employer, you are
Mhm.
unemployment,
Yeah.
then we can cut it out. That
Okay.
is possible. No?
Okay.
Important is also you have to write email back to us. But the
Mhm.
problem is if you do that, then
Mhm.
if you have if you begin a new job, yeah,
Mhm.
then you have again the 6 months because that's the gap
Okay.
because you don't pay it now. Then if you starting, then you have to pay the 6 months.
Okay. Okay. So it's like you can pause it, but you cannot avoid paying it at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, you can pause. You can let's say you can stop it to pay
Okay.
if you are unemployment, but the waiting times coming new.
Ah, so okay, okay, I understand. Okay, if you do that,
Yeah,
then
it
you
means
have the waiting period. Okay.
yeah, then you have again 6 months waiting times.
Okay, okay, that's interesting. Okay, thank you for the answer, Levi.
Yeah.
So one question, Levi. So when employee accepted the severance pay, yeah, from employer, we won't get Arbeitslosengeld for 3 months. So when it's a mutual termination, then they don't get Arbeitslosengeld for 3 months, right? So this is the question. So can we get ARAG this benefit in these 3 months as we have termination agreement to prove that we are unemployed?
Yes, we had this case also. It is so badly. If you get a settlement, yeah,
Yeah.
from the company, then Aufhebungsvertrag settlement for 3 months. Then you also not to get cash from us. We
Okay.
only pay if you're unemployed. Only you have the certificate, no, this certificate from job center.
Mhm.
Only based on the certificate we will pay you.
Okay, okay. So the ultimate thing is job center has to tell and confirm that a person is unemployed to enjoy this benefit. If they
Yes.
say no, or let's say in the case of when someone asked like if they are out of job but they are in this 3 months of mutual contract time and they don't get the benefit of unemployment from the department, then you don't get paid. Yeah. So this is something makes it clarified.
Hmm.
Okay, so I think coming back to the question, so can I'll just rephrase it. So I mean, in case unemployment issue and car accident happens in the same year, then can I use the insurance for two purposes? Let's say I have a legal insurance for all the things plus unemployment. So in the same year, I'm having a car accident. So I'm using the insurance for car accident, and the same year, after a few months or something, I'm losing my job. So can I use the insurance for both the cases?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
That is possible. Yes.
Okay. I hope that clarifies. We already spoke about multiple claims also possible. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a problem. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I think this is a common question we are getting now with regards.
Also important
Yeah, yeah,
is
please.
just
Yeah.
information because we have also this question a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say if you put some self contribution, yeah, each
Mm-hmm.
case if something happened you have to pay 150 euros self contribution. But
Yeah.
of course you don't
Yeah.
have to pay if you get 1,000 euros. We don't will cut 150 euros out. You don't have to pay the 150 euros.
Oh,
On the Arbeitslosenversicherung, you have no self
yeah.
deductible.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Important. Yeah, yeah.
So I think we have touched whatever we wanted to talk regarding unemployment insurance. I think we done it almost in 45 minutes. That's good time. So further questions we'll answer, but I know like some of you wanted to get this. Whoever wants to contact, you can write to the same email ID or to my number. We can have a call on this to calculate for you. People who want to know more and want to ask questions, feel free to stay. For everyone else, I really thank you. One quick question, Livy, regards to legal insurance. So, internet illegal download and when people get scammed or and money is detected from bank. In all these cases, can someone use legal insurance?
Yeah, let's say this, if the money is deducted from your account, yeah,
Yeah.
that happen, and for that you need a cyber protection,
Hmm.
or you can go to the bank
Yeah.
and you can ask them, or you can buy it by us, by the
Uh-huh.
Hausrat. We have this cyber protection, yeah, and the cyber protection will support you.
Okay. Okay.
Né? But also, I guess all the credit cards also have the support. Né?
Yeah.
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 And let's say if you download something or you get a bill from YouTube, or
Yeah.
you someone says copyright,
Hmm.
then with a legal instance you can also get the support in
Okay.
Web Active. Né? Then you
Okay.
can buy the product Web Active if you're a guy who are, let's say, lots of times in the internet, né, and you
Yeah.
watching movies and everything. Then you have the option for copyright, and the legal instance will support.
Yeah, I think I'm the one best example I can say because of YouTube. Of course, I do take all the videos from like royalty-free things, but still sometimes we get strikes on some pictures or videos. Then, if it's a very serious thing, then I will go with my legal insurance. Otherwise, it's usually like it's not a big deal.
Okay.
But let's say for cases where you download some music, like very latest music, and this is something very serious in Germany, you get penalties. This you can deal with legal insurance. We have seen students and new ones who come here have done this without knowing, and since they had insurance with us, they were able to solve it also, or at least reduce the fines with the help of a lawyer. Like instead of 5,000, they paid 500, for example. Yeah. This is
Mm.
yeah. So can the notice period be included in the waiting time? So I didn't understand that question completely, but please rephrase the question, let me know. But yeah, so I think these were the key points what we wanted to explain. So Livy, do you want to add something more on this or on the unemployment insurance part? Or do you think like
Yeah, normally we have already tell everything. Yeah, but I don't know what to add on top. I don't
okay,
know.
okay.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's a
know.
very straightforward, simple one. So that's why we don't have much on this. Don't want to, I would say, confuse you with more infos. Yeah, it's not a problem.
But the important thing is, let's say, if you take this insurance, you can send us the Arbeitskontrakt what you have already, let's
Yeah.
say, and then I will check once,
Uh-huh.
and then I will confirm it with Arak so that you
Yeah.
are also sure that you get the cash if you
Okay.
are
Okay.
unemployed.
That's fine. That's fine. So I think just out of topic, maybe for those who are here already as customers would be interesting to know. So do anybody want to check for a particular brutto and tax class? What will be our unemployment benefit? Feel free to ask. We can check live, so you can also learn this now itself. So this also be of interest. I mean, you don't have to give your exact numbers. So just give a brutto income if you want to calculate. Do you see my screen? I hope you can. And
Yes,
then
we see it. We see
all
it.
right, all right. And then tax class. Okay, someone has already mentioned 5416. So what is your tax class, Anonymous? So could you please put that? Tax class 3. Do you have kids? Yes, no? No. Okay, perfect. So people who are watching, you can also try this. I'll put the link for you now in the chat. Just a second. So the unemployment benefit, what the person can receive is 2245. So this could be much different from their actual netto. I hope this was useful. So I'll put the link here for you all in the chat. So anybody can calculate later on a private level and check it out. Okay, it's not getting put. Conscious. Okay, I'll send by email. I think there's some small error in the chat. Not able to understand what. It's fine. No, it actually copied the whole thing. No issues. I'll send it via email for you guys. Thank you. Uh, One final question, Livy. So, okay, what is this? So, if we know that we lose job at the fourth month of the waiting period, yeah, but we still have 3 months notice period. Okay, like they took the contract before 3 months, and
Hmm?
in 3 months they're going to lose job. So technically, we they will need the from the month seventh month. So after taking insurance, will this work or will this not work?
Name. If you get it in 3 months, the waiting time is 6 months. Let's
Yeah,
say if you are not complete the 6 months and it happens between, and you
yeah,
are get unemployment after let's say after 3 months.
3 months, yeah.
But the problem is you get the cancellation already in the waiting times. The
Hmm.
cancellation is the main stuff. If you get it, then the risk is there for the insurance company and they will not pay.
Okay, I mean, cancellation, what we mean here is your kundigung or termination.
Kündigung, ne? Set,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. So, I mean, don't want to mix
termination.
with termination all issues. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's the key points. So, really, thank you for the time, Living. I think we
No
are on
issues. Thank you
time.
also for your time.
Yeah,
Thank
and anybody else have questions, feel free to stay. For others, those who want to take or those who already customers, just write back in the email IDs you already have or to me directly on WhatsApp. We can calculate this for you for sure. If any other private questions you want to ask, feel free to write in email. We can talk privately. That's not a problem at all. No issues. I hope this was useful, and we'll come back again next week with a different topic on a webinar. And feel free to write a Google review when you find new information in this time. And really, thank you for staying so long on a Sunday and taking part. Yeah, thank you all.